So the next posture in the sequence is going to be flower hides under leaf. We do have a transition that goes through it. I'll talk through the movements first, and then I'll talk through the posture of flower hides under leaf. So if you make your step correct on your first movement, you'll have your right heel on the circumference into leaning on the horse and asking the way. Now, all we're going to do is, first of all, you're going to turn that right toe 45 degrees out of the circumference. So in all, it turns at a whole 90 degrees. At the same time that you turn the toe, you're going to turn the palms over as if you're going to do a double palm strike out of the circumference. So this only goes over the circumference line, and then at the same time the weight comes forwards onto that right leg. So if you're doing it stage by stage, being able to block those movements is going to really help for you to understand the sequencing and the timing of how this posture happens. So from here, you're going to push out of the circumference, turn the toes out, and the weight comes forwards onto the front leg. Now from here, you're going to just take the step up and around and hook that left toe in, almost like the toes are going to be pointing together facing out of the circumference. And then you let the bottom hand drift all the way around, keeping the weight on your right leg, and you just finish off in flower hides under leaf. For a reverse angle on flower hides under leaf and the transition moving in, we're going to start in leaning on the horse and asking the way. We bring the weight forward as we turn the toes, strike to the circumference line. So all those three things happen together. Then when we take our step around, we try to leave the right hand in position. So then just the left hand drifts around and settles underneath the elbow. Now from here, the majority of the weight is going to be over my right foot. So from here, you can feel all of the work going down through that right leg as you turn your body, and you should be able to just see your left palm through the bottom of your gaze. So as we breathe, the left hand will be our lead hand, hence the flower hiding under the leaf gives us the idea of that's where the importance is. So the right hand sits over the top, left hand underneath. You're going to stretch your left palm as you breathe in, and then stretch your right palm as you breathe out. And again, you'll feel that all going through the center as well as down through that right leg. So all of that tension is going to build up and squeeze the energy up. So this posture of flower hides under leaf is primarily a way of bringing the Qi to the forearms. Now this is useful when you're either doing martial applications or you're doing the self-healing or even healing other people. So we need to be able to bring the energy up through the body, store in the forearms, and then we can issue it from here into various tasks that we want to do. So if you're training flower hides under leaf as a static Qi Gong, then what we're going to do is, as we've moved into it first time, we just sit here and then breathe however long you want to do it for. Again, you can set a timer to make it a little bit more even from when you switch from side to side. And then all we need to do is turn the hands over and then bring the weight across to the left, and then you're just going to sit. So again, the gaze is going to be this time on your right hand, which sits underneath the elbow, but you don't have to stare down at it. As long as you can see it out of your peripheral vision, you can focus on that squeeze as you breathe in, and then stretch the left as you breathe out.